Hello, everyone. This is Tammy Salinas, and I'm going to be talking tonight about children in prayer. How important it is to be able to get your children in prayer. I'm going to give you some ideas of prayer to incorporate your children to pray. First of all, I'm going to talk about calling together a group of children in your church and give them a prayer assignment. They can pray for their Sunday school staff, their pastor, their missionaries, and they can pray for underprivileged children in their city. Ask them to pray daily for their assignments. Assignments should be changed every 4 to 6 weeks. Follow up to such assignments are vital for encouragement and for them to know their prayers are important. For small children, make a small picture album for them to have with them when they pray. Put pictures of the family, a homeless person symbolizing the poor, and a picture of the world. Include pictures of everyday blessings to give thanks for food, clothing, house, and pets. The requests can be put into a picture form like grandmother, father, a swing set, a new bike, and many other things that you can list. When teaching children to pray, very practical. Before praying with children, begin by giving examples of prayers already answered. Children love to give requests for prayer. Children like to hear adults pray for their needs and will listen. They need to know prayer is like talking to a good friend. It's not some far out act or it's just simply talking to God, which their Heavenly Father and their friend. A shy child who does not pray loudly should be made to feel comfortable and understand God hears whispers. A good time for regularly scheduled prayer times for children is during adult choir practice or during a pre-service prayer. This unscheduled time for children provides an excellent teaching and training time. A very special part of a children's prayer meeting can be the dressing of a child in the armor, as described in Ephesians 6:13 through 17. This is a great opportunity for excellent teaching repeatedly after going through this teaching, which can take less time after the children have become familiar with it. Then we move on to verse 18, praying always. And into the prayer meeting, children love putting on the armor. Children love parks. A special time of praying in the park will add variety and interest. This can especially be a highlight during spring and autumn. Take a prayer walk in the park as you lead children in prayer for their city, their neighborhoods, schools, friends, church, pastor, children of the world, and etc. If there are people in the park, 2 or 3 of the children with adult supervision could approach them explaining they have gathered together for prayer and inquire if they have a special request or need for prayer. Encourage the children to pray for and with the people immediately, or if they are a little shy, to take the request back to the group. A child's faith is so pure, they believe for miracles easily. Lead them into praying for miracles while they are young, and trust comes readily. Give them requests and scriptural promises, and let them pray for special needs. When prayers are answered, give ample time for expressions and praise and thanksgiving. A book of remembrance or a treasure chest for answered prayers will become a treasure for your children and is a great faith builder. An adult or a child can write or record the answered prayers. It can be added to the book of remembrance or put into their treasure chest. Regularly read one of those that are for remembering the answers during the children's prayer time and give thanks to God. Teaching children to pray beyond their own families, churches, can have long-lasting benefit. Exposing them through teaching and pictures of the needs of the children and people of the world and to work in needs of missionaries and their families will enable them to pray beyond their own small world. A globe can be a great visual, providing an inflatable globe which the children can hug as they pray is a very meaningful activity for children. They can express love and pray for the world. 30% of our population make up 100% of our nation's future, which is our children. Another good prayer activity for children's prayer time is prayer spinner. These can be made up with several different categories. Using colored poster board and markers, make a circle, divide it into 8 equal pie-shaped parts, and improvise a spinner attached to the middle of the circle. And here's some suggested categories you can include, such as family, which is your fathers, mothers, boys, girls, relatives, finances, protection, and peace in the home. Next is church, which is your pastor, pastor's wife, church staff, Sunday school teachers, revival, finances, miracles, older people, and babies. Missions, which the spinner can be by countries or by missionaries. Some facts should be explained, such as location, the number of churches there, workers, missionaries, and their children. Make a spinner for various regions of the world. In the New Testament, praying and giving are often together. In connection with children praying for the world, allow them to be involved with a special missions offering. Each child has a bowl at home where family members deposit their pocket change. On the appointed date, perhaps monthly, the children bring in all the change they've collected, and this can be given to missions in general or to a particular missionary or project or any other mission in your area for which the children have prayed for. And one last example of children praying. I'm going to give my personal testimony of our very children. We hadn't been started church very long, and we had children come up, and at this time we did not have a piano. It was more of a keyboard type when we were getting started having church, and we asked the children to come up and pray and asked them what they would like to pray about. And they said, Pastor Salinas, we want a big piano. And he said, okay then. We all gathered at the altar and we began to pray. And we said, okay, we believe it to be done. So they all agreed after we had prayed for this piano. And sure enough, the next week, my husband got a phone call, and it was about a baby grand piano. And they had wanted us to come look at it and be able to see if we could pick it up. And they said that it was going to be free of charge. And I was just astonished that how quickly God worked after the children had prayed that Sunday. And then within the following week, their prayers had been answered. We all prayed, but they had the heart that we needed a bigger piano. And God truly did bless, and we were able to go pick that piano up and bring it to our church and place it into our sanctuary. And yes, it was bigger than we had thought, and they absolutely loved that baby grand piano. It was black and it was huge, and they was like, wow, God did it. And sure enough, we all rejoiced and praised God over that piano. It may seem small to some, but for us as a small congregation getting started, we absolutely loved that baby grand piano. And today we still have that, and we've moved into a bigger facilities where we're able to enjoy that piano and share the same story of how that came to be. Thank God for children who want to come together and pray for things of God, and to be able to see things change in their lives and build their faith. And so I thank you for listening today about getting your children to pray and to be able to learn how to pray, where to pray, whether it be if they're shy or if they want to pray aloud. Just be there for your children when they are wanting to go pray, and be with them and keep encourage them. and just let them begin to grow and flourish in your church. Thanks again, and have a blessed day.